my name is Sophia Relosa. Thank you for visiting my channel and playing this video. Our topic today is all about the forecast for the rooster, dog, and the pig. But before we start, please watch this clip.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, or like this video. Now back to our video.
Alright, welcome back. Before we dive in, I'd like to invite you to my Facebook group. It's in the screen. You can learn more and as I give more information from the videos that I post here on YouTube. And in addition to that, I also have a webinar happening in January 17. I hope you could join, and this webinar will teach you how to use your BaZi chart as reference on what actions to take to make 2021 as your thriving year. Alright, but before we dive into all the forecasts, I'd like to remind you have 4 animals in your chart. You have the year, month, hour, and year, month, day, and hour. Okay, what do they represent? The year represents your network, your social circle, your relatives. Your month represents your career, your finances, your parents, and your day represents you, your spouse. And then the hour represents your thoughts, your children, your assets, and investment. Okay, now we're going to go to our first animal, and the first animal that we have for this video is the rooster. And these are the stars that we have for the rooster. The first star is a general star, golden luck, relief god. We have instability star, blood knife, white tiger, and then we have the flying chase, great shot, and the sky warrior. Now, what does the general star mean? This actually indicates your ability to show strong leadership skills come 2021, and this will also it's a star that allows you to be in a position of leadership. All right, so this is actually a good star for 2021 and something that you should look forward to. Next is the golden luck star. This actually indicates a financial gain. This can also represent a bonus or salary increment that you can receive within 2021. Now, provided if you are actually working your hardest for the past months and years, then all your efforts will be rewarded with this financial increment that you may receive within 2021. Next is the relief god. This is your ability to actually turn the negative situation into positive situation. So in this case, with this star, I would like you to actually see problems as an opportunity. This is the best way to actually use this star, is to see problem as an opportunity and not run away from the problems. Okay? Next is the instability star. Now, despite the success and despite the fortunes that you may receive, the instability star may actually bring you into a situation where you overthink, over-worry, think about your problems. And the problem with this instability star, this hinders you from making clear and objective decisions. So to avoid you from actually getting affected with this instability star, I would suggest that you look for a hobby that you can actually focus on during your free time to divert your attention and not focus on the worries or the problems that you actually have within the year. All right? Next is the blood knife and the white tiger. They're actually 2 stars that are actually the same. This indicates injuries, accident, of course. Now, you can control the star by avoiding risky activities or doing activities that are quite dangerous. Case in point, bungee jumping, and so on and so forth. So avoid risky activities and avoid driving when you're tired or drink driving, okay? Or text and drive. That's the best way to avoid these stars. Okay, next is the flying chase. What happens to the flying chase is there are problems that you may encounter that is brought by your own negligence or inattentiveness. So come 2021, make sure that you extend all your focus and make sure that you be patient in giving all your focus to anybody that you're speaking to, especially in terms of your career, to avoid magnifying or creating issues out of negligence or inattentiveness. Okay? Next is great shot. Great shot represents reckless decision. Again, for inattentiveness, this is actually close together because of inattentiveness or you not paying attention to the details. Remember that the devil is in the details, so make sure that you pay attention to every decision making that you are about to do within 2021. Okay, to avoid problems. Next is the Sky Warrior. This actually represents issues that may be brought by miscommunication. So to avoid this from happening, my advice is to actually take time in explaining your thoughts to anybody that you're speaking to avoid creating issues or problems out of miscommunication. All right, so that's for the rooster. And the next animal we're going to discuss, the dog. Now, these are the stars for the dog. We have fortune, virtue, heavenly virtue, prosperity star, curl tongue, lonesome, and yin sha. Now, what we mean by fortune, virtue? This is an opportunity for you to actually experience good food, happy events with people around you. And the next one is the heavenly virtue, which allows you to remove obstacles or turn its ability to turn the obstacles or problems into something positive. Okay, so your creative ideas will help you get you out of this problematic situation. Next is prosperity star. This would indicate promotion or salary increment or growth or wealth growth within 2021, provided again that you were able to work your hardest this past month and this past year. Then basically all your efforts will be rewarded with salary increment. Next star is the curl tongue. This actually indicates gossip. People around you may even talk about you. And to be honest, when this actually happened, my strongest advice is just to avoid them. If they're talking about you, then actually means that you are someone who is much more popular or someone that is more in power as compared to these people. All right, so don't mind them. Next is the lonesome. Despite the success that you may achieve within 2021, you might feel like you're a little bit isolated or you're not getting the support that you're expecting. To avoid this from happening or creating bigger problems is to actually communicate with the people that make you feel this way. Communicate with diplomacy and explain to them why you're feeling this way, because by communicating, it's easier to solve these problems. All right? Next is the yin sha. This is a star wherein because of feeling too anxious, you might become too honest and end up offending people. So to avoid that from happening, is one way is to step aside and distance yourself from the emotion. Again, when you make decision out of hate or from coming from emotional situation, this ends up in you end up regretting the outcome. So to avoid that from happening, my suggestion is step aside or step back from your emotion and look at everything objectively before you say anything to avoid offending others. All right, so I hope that makes sense, but basically that's my advice for the yin sha, okay, to avoid creating further issues. And the next animal and final animal that we're going to discuss today is the pig. Now, here are the stars for the pig: sky horse, sky dog, and a funeral door. Now, the sky horse actually indicates that you have the opportunity to actually travel, all right, or create or have business interactions through international ventures, or someone might actually want to buy your product if you're actually doing retail. Or this can also represent that you have the ability to study abroad. Doesn't have to mean that you have to travel. You can do this online, or probably the course that you're going to study is actually based abroad and you're going to do this online, and there or more interaction rather from outside your country. So that's basically what we will expect for 2021 in terms of the sky horse. Next is the sky dog. This indicates injuries or cuts that you can experience within 2021, but these are just minor. But then again, the best way to prevent this from happening is to be mindful of your environment, okay, and There, okay? Next is the funeral door. Someone that you might know may need your help and support, as someone in your relative, probably if this is in your year, your relative might suffer from illness issues. And so someone you know might need your support and guidance. So to avoid this from happening, of course, is to be proactive within the year or the start of the year. Have your relatives checked, their health or so on, to avoid issues later on within the year. All right, so that's it for the rooster, the dog, and the pig. And I hope you learned something today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.